Hi guys, welcome back to another video with Pratham Test Prep. This is your host Sanjeet Bhatia again, and we have joined for another video on our legal affairs on October month. So as I told you guys that I'll be discussing October, November and December in this week. So today we are back with another video on your October legal current affairs. So very important video for all of you. If you haven't watched the last video, I have made the video for November and December. Do make sure that you have watched that video, and don't forget to hit on the like, share and subscribe button. As you all know, it helps us and motivates all the mentors to go ahead and make some good videos for you guys, right? So if you are not a part of our Telegram channel, do make sure that you subscribe to our Telegram channel. The name of our Telegram channel is CLAT@Pratham. For all the free updates and all the test prep material that you require for last 3 years is readily available on that group, right? So do make sure not to forget to hit on the like, share and subscribe button, and also hit on the bell icon for all the regular updates. Now, if you are someone who's looking to get forward for counseling or need any help, please give us a call on 5x9 75392, right? So that's a number to get in contact. It's under flashing on your screen on the left side, so you can definitely go for it and go ahead and give us a call. Now, what is the first news for the day? So we are dealing with October 2021. So these are the legal current affairs. So the first news for the day is Meghalaya's Rebecca Suichang become the first indigenous women chief secretary. So that is a very important news. So she's the first ever native female chief secretary, MS Rebecca Vanessa. Now she's a 1989 batch of Indian Administrative Services, that is IAS, who has taken over state chief secretary. Now she's outgoing chief secretary MS Rao, who has retired in September. You need not learn that. PP Trivedi was the first women chief secretary of Meghalaya in the late 80s, right? So that is something that can be taken into consideration by you after reading that news, that you only need to remember the name of this person, that is Miss Rebecca Vanessa Suichang, right? So you need to just remember that. Now central government has a notified appointment of 9 new judges to the 5 high courts. You need not learn this news, just an update for you so that you can be pretty much in the news arena. Now KV Subramaniam has announced to step down as chief economic advisor. As you all know that CEA KV Subramaniam has decided to return to academia after the completion of 3-year term in the Finance Ministry of India. So he has decided that he'll go back to teaching what he used to do before coming to this arena of advisory of economists. Right now, KV Subramaniam has taken over the charge in December of 2018. Now, the appointment was made nearly 5 months after his predecessor, Arvind Subramaniam, had stepped down. Right, so he was the perfect match for the position, and also now he's stepping down after a 3-year whole run that he has had in the government of Ministry of Finance, and also he did a great job as a chief economics advisor, if you might have heard what he's doing. Now coming to the next part, that is that the central notified new rules extending abortion limit to 24 weeks for a certain women. As we have discussed on this channel also, I have brought a very special video on the MTP Amendment Act. We have discussed this Amendment Act a lot of times. I discuss a lot of cases which are related to MTP. In the last scenario on Monday, we also discussed there was a case in the Gujarat High Court, most probably, where the High Court allowed the abortion of the baby at 34 weeks also, because they saw that there was no valid reason of keeping the baby, because he would not have had a great life once he would have been in this world. So the court allowed for the abortion of such a fetus, right? So MTP rules are very important. So in October of 2021, the central government has notified to change the abortion limit of pregnancy from 20 to 24 weeks. That brings you to the amendment rules of 2021, and also this includes the survivors of sexual assault, rape, incest, minor and women whose marital status changed during the ongoing pregnancy, right? So if a woman is married and she is expecting a child and suddenly the husband passes away or divorces the woman, then definitely she has the power to go ahead and get that child or like fetus aborted, right? So you can see that these rules are very, very important, and they began in October. And also we have discussed a very, very important video. You can go and watch that also, regarding the Texas laws, the Texas abortion laws that have come up in the recent scenario. They were in a lot of like discussions all across the world. So you can definitely compare the Medical Termination of Pregnancy Amendment Act and rules to the Texas abortion rules also. So there will be a lot of clarity that you will get on the issue. Now, government of Haryana has banned the government employees from participating in politics and elections, right? So the ban comes after the implementation of the Haryana Civil Services Government Employees Conduct Rules of 2016, and also that the no government employee should be a member of any political party or any organization which takes part in politics, right? They should also not aid or assist any political movement or activity, right? So they have made it very straightforwardly available to the person that yes, that they cannot be a part of the politics or election because they are working with the government, right? So there can be some cases of, like, say, unfair and unjust on the part of the person who's working with the government also to enter into politics. Now, so coming to the next part, that is that the Supreme Court has introduced a system called FASTER, that is fast and secure transmission of electronic records. So now why is it done? Because they want persons who are there in the prison to get their letter of bails very quickly, right? So now this is an electronic transmission system which will be transferring e-authenticated copies from courts to prisons, right? So it is very very good for the criminal system of the country that such a system was made, and the government has finally been able to do it, and the Supreme Court brought this system ahead. There was a 3-judge bench of Chief Justice N.V. Ramanna, Justice Nageshwar Rao, and Justice Surya Kant, who has instructed state government, union territories, and prison departments and other authorities which are concerned regarding making management at prisons available to accept e-authenticated copies, right? So they are trying to evolve the entire prison system, right? If you know that during the Aryan Khan case, that what we saw, that he got a bail in the morning but he was released during the evening because the e-authenticated copy had to be dropped in their box, and once after the afternoon time ends, they take out those copies and they then start giving bails to the people whose names are there, right? So that was the system that was being followed till now, but the Supreme Court is trying to make it a little more like tech savvy. And also you might know that there are a lot of states which are trying to have the blockchain technology also for transferring of the documents, and a lot of changes are coming up in the systematic functioning of the governments right now, and definitely it will increase the speed of justice in our country. So this is one of the systems that has been taken up by the Supreme Court of India, which is called FASTER, and the full form is Fast and Secure Transmission of Electronic Records. So I hope all of you remember this as the system that is being used to make the prisons and all the copies received by the prisons easier. Now, coming to the next news for the day, that Telangana has developed India's first smartphone-based e-voting system. Now, so the Telangana has taken technologies such as artificial intelligence and blockchain distributed ledger technology. That's what I was talking about. Now you can see that these solutions have been driven by the Telangana State Election Commission with the implementation of the state government and Center for Development of Advanced Computing, that is CDAC. Right? So they are trying to bring up this e-voting system, and they become the first state in the country to do so, right? So this is one of the very most important news for the month of October also. You can make sure that you remember this news very clearly. Now, next is that India and Croatia has signed an agreement for academic collaboration in traditional medicine systems. As we know that we have a traditional medicine system called Ayurveda. So Ayurveda has been a very, very important part of the Indian society, and it's been in a tradition for a long period of time. So Ministry of Ayush has entered into this agreement with Croatia, where they have signed a memorandum of understanding with all Indian Institute of Ayurveda, that is AIIA, and Croatia Kvenar Health Tourism Cluster. So this is for making the relations between both the sides better and getting the traditional medication system into consideration from both the sides. So if we could find something better in Croatia that they're using in their traditional medical system, that could help a lot of people all across the globe, right? So these two sides will undertake academic activities in the field of Ayurveda and collaboration with the identified institutions. So very, very important news. Also, department related to Parliament standing committees for 21-22 has been reconstituted. So the parliamentary standing committees for 21 and 22 has been reconstituted with the effect from September 13th of 2021. And also Rajya Sabha member V. Vajasai Reddy has been appointed as the chairman of the parliamentary standing committee. Okay. So now coming to the next part is that 39 women army officers received permanent commission after returning for winning legal battle, right? So Women Short Service Commission, that is WSSCO in the army, the Supreme Court on Friday directed the center to issue order granting permanent commission to such 39 female officers in 7 working days and furnished the details of 25 officers with reason who were not considered for such commissions or permanent commissions. Now, amongst these women officers, 39 were capable of claiming this permanent commission, while the others were either found to be unfit or had disciplinary issues. Right, so 39 were given this post completely. Now, United Nations had declared access to clean environment as human right. So, as we have all discussed, basic human rights all across the world, and there are a lot of places which are fighting for basic human rights of all the people across the world. They should have equal amount of opportunities. They should have basic facilities to them, running water, electricity, and food and shelter. That is very important. But United Nations has declared the access to clean environment also as a human right. Now they have recognized access to clean and healthy environment as a fundamental right, and also has moved by the global body to has added its weight in the global fight against climatic change as well as devastating consequences on humans. As you know, that Delhi is one of the most polluted cities around the world, and definitely people are having a lot of problems in their lungs, and they are having all these pollution related problems because of such environmental hazards that are existing in those cities. Now, US, the vote has been passed in the UNHRC with overwhelming support, despite the criticism that would led up on some nations, notably the United States and Britain, the highly developed countries in the world, right? So those people were against this. Okay, now US has become the largest Bitcoin mining center after the China crackdown. Now the United States has taken over China in account of the largest share of the world's Bitcoin mining. The data was published by the UK's Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance. This is like the most legit source that you can hear from if you are looking for some news on Bitcoins. So definitely the US has now account for the largest mining, some 35.4 of the whole global hash rate as end of August 2021, followed by Kazakhstan and Russia. The data has shown that. Okay, so US is the biggest Bitcoin mining center after the China crackdown. So these are some of the very, very important news for the month of October. So do make sure that you are making a note of all of them. Now, the China has passed a new law which is ordering parents to lift the pressure on child, right? They're trying to put up the pressure, remove the pressure of all these things. So they have bought a new education law which aims to cut down the twin pressures of homework and off-site tutoring in the core subjects. The new law has made the made the local government responsible to ensure that the twin pressure on children are reduced, and also asked the parents to arrange the time for their children to account for reasonable rest and exercise in order to reduce pressure and avoid overuse of the internet. Right? So there has been a lot of changes that have been brought by China in reducing the pressure on the children. So definitely that is something that needs to be taken care of. Now, China has adopted a new law on its land border areas, right? So they have enacted a national law on protection and exploitation of countries' land border areas. The timing is very significant as China continues to be at the loggerheads with India at the LAC. We have seen near Pangong Lake, right? Finger Four, there has been a lot of distress that was caused between both the armies, and they were trying to de-escalate what was happening there. Now the new border law comes in effect from January of 2022. It mandates People Liberation Army of China to counter any invasion, encroachment, infiltration or provocation across the land borders, right? So they have adopted the new law, and you have seen a lot of distress on these borders that we share. The specific two borders that we have, that is the LAC and the LOC, right? So line of actual control and the line of control line, so these two are something that we need to definitely take care of as a country. We have been seeing a lot of distress on both these borders. Now these are the newses for the month of October. So do make sure that you don't forget to hit on the like, share and subscribe button. If you like the video, do make sure that you are leaving a comment for us that what would you like to hear from us next. I would be covering the month of January very soon. So do make sure that you are hitting on that bell icon so that you know that I'm covering all those legal current affairs for you guys. We'll be making sure that we cover each and every aspect of it so that nothing is left behind for you guys also, right? So thanks for joining the live session. Hope you all learned something from this live session. Do take care of yourself. Don't forget to wear your mask and also use your hand sanitizers and maintain social distancing. If you are above the age of 18 years, do get yourself vaccinated. Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Thanks for joining the live session. Hope to see you all very soon again. Thank you.